Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bane1991's Egglock. It's a really interesting list. We just saw off of Hearthstone doing a lot of kind of different things. Some things that we've seen in Warlock before, which is big death rattle interactions, and also lots of aggressive minions, but we've never really seen it in a shell like this, or at least I haven't. A lot of what the deck is trying to do is play these eggs, these death rattle eggs, so Swamp Dragon egg, Devil's Oar egg, even Meat Wagon kind of functions as an egg, these things that want to be cracked open for value. And we've got a lot of ways for our boys to eat some eggs. We've got Sanguine Reveler, who's on that high protein diet. We've got Ratcatcher, we've got Ravenous Pterodax, a card that I absolutely love. Very, very keen to get this one down and adapted. And we've also got the Cube, which kind of functions a little bit as a way for us to kill our own eggs, and also as a bit of an egg itself. So we've got a lot of those kind of interactions going on there. We've also got a lot of those typical aggressive Warlock cards. We've got Kaliseth in here to buff up all our boys. We've got those Fireflies, those Flame Imps, those Kobold Librarians. Very typical start for a Warlock deck. And then we've got some other interesting ones in here, like Defender of Argus, card that we haven't played with in quite a while. This is both an aggressive card to buff up our minions to get in some more charging damage essentially, but also can potentially put taunt on some of those eggs to mean that our opponent has to attack into them to get past us. Got a one of Hellfire in here, which is kind of interesting, a bit of an out to the other zoo decks, but also a way for us to potentially develop a board full of eggs and then break them all open. We've got a Spirit Singer Umbra in here, which goes great with our carnivore, with the Cube and the Devil's Oar eggs, and Fungalmancer and Leroy once again as these very typical aggressive cards. So kind of those two elements to the deck, the typical aggressive cards, and then also this egg death rattle kind of portion of the deck there. And Mossy Horror at the end. I imagine this is an out to Spreading Plague, which is one of the worst cards for a aggressive deck like this to come up against. So hopefully against Druid we can pick up some Mossy Horrors and destroy all those Scarabs. But really interested to see how this one goes, so let's jump into some games and hopefully get some wins.
Gul'dan.
Okay,
Gul'dan.
Warlock Mirror to start with.
Your soul shall be mine.
We can definitely expect our opponent to have to be Even Lock or Heal Zoolock. We've got a pretty good hand here. I like the Flame Imp into Kaliseth. If it is even actually, maybe we'll go coin Kaliseth into Flame Imp Kobold Librarian. Send back the Ratcatcher. We don't have any eggs yet. Mossy Horror. Sweet. So very happy with this Kaliseth on 2. Threatens to trade into the Flame Imp. See if they have like Void Walker to goof us up. They don't. Now we get to what are they playing on turn 3? They could be playing like a Tar Creeper or something. We'll just go with the Flame Imp for now. There is Creeperoni. Dope, let's make some omelets. Yes! Well, we've got some guys who are hankering for a good breakfast, but no omelets yet. I think we want to set up for a Spellbreaker turn, maybe? No, we'll just trade in. Play the Firefly, Flame Elemental, then we'll eat our Flame Elemental.
It's a party. Job done.
So, not the breakfast he was hoping for. Might be a bit too spicy for him. Soulfire on this guy? That's not even mana efficient.
Why do you call?
Ooh. This is tough. Because if we go for the Devil's Or Egg and it eats Silence, it's not good. We also, just right now, we just don't have a lot of options. But I don't know if we want to fit a tap in. I guess if we tap, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays. 7 in 21, 1 in 3. Yeah, I guess we'll just play the egg. Interesting. One thing we didn't pick up on is that the Mossy Horror is also another way for us to break our eggs.
So many possibilities.
Your magic shall not.
Even though part of me wanted to keep this around with this on 1 health, once again, it's just so weak if our opponent has a silence, and especially now that they can tap. Oh, Life Drinker. Okay.
It's playtime.
On face. Bit of a risky tap there.
Die, mage.
But pays off as we get to get this rat catcher down.
This one.
So we're still pretty dead to a combination of things like Doomguard and Soulfires and Leroy's. Ooh. And Life Drinker. Now Doomguard Leroy. Do we want to go down low enough to make Soulfire a good play? Probably not. What do we have to get enough momentum on our side?
I wonder.
This deck is a little bit hard. Ugh, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, we're dead anyway.
Well,
I guess if we had played the Kobold Librarian, we could have hit Defender of Argus or Saronite Chain Gang. So, unfortunate there, but starting to kind of get a feel for the deck, which is good. I'll be back with another.
Gul'dan versus
Alright,
Valera.
up against the Rogue.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
So happy to send these flame imps back. Try and hit our Kaliseth. This Sanguine Reveler could be pretty good if our opponent doesn't coin dagger.
Job's done.
The light protects me.
That's unfortunate. Alright. So definitely tapping this turn. We'll just trade for the Sanguine Reveler. 3/3 is a little bit awkward for that dagger. See if they want to throw anything at it. Maybe like a coin SI or something. I got Poison Dagger. That's an interesting play. This is a pretty low value target. Yeah, chain gangs down.
How long can this go on?
This makes it even more awkward for their play, where they kind of took a whole turn off. We could attack and play Ratcatcher, but that's very weak to Vilespine. I think it makes sense for them to have it. They might be holding the coin as an easy way to trigger the Vilespine. So I think what we'll do is something a little bit loose, but I'm going to play the Fungal Mancer. This doesn't put any very high value resources on the board. Yeah, they can dagger up. If they want to trade off these South Sea deckhands, that's fine. I guess this also means they probably don't have SI7. Fletchling. Not the greatest use of Hellfire, but gotta do what we gotta do. We could have Hellfired and then played the Flame Imp.
Not welcome here.
There we go. Okay. Developing a bit of a board. Dangerous situation though. Our opponent can attack us down to 12. And there's a lot of bursts still left in the deck. We might be playing too much around Vilespine, to be honest. Oh wow. So... are we dead? Wowee. So I guess we need to get a taunt off one of these pterodaxes. I don't think we can.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, the stats just aren't working out.
Almost out of time.
We should have attacked this first. Rope's got me stressing. Okay. Unfortunate. Yeah, we just like we were one attack off from being able to play like Rat Catcher and trade into one of them. Dang. Still learning how to play the deck. And hopefully we can have some better games soon. Okay.
Let the hunt begin.
Against
Your
a
soul
hunter.
shall be mine.
Once again, we'll keep the 1-drop, send everything else back, try and hit the Keleseth. Yeah, I might consider a tap on too with this kind of hand, rather than playing both the Fireflies. What is this? Candle shot. Yeah, especially with the Hellfire. Sweet, so we got our egg and our hungry pterodax. It's ravenous, just wants to eat. Give me the swamp dragon egg. Salivating. We can potentially even Defender of Argus instead. As much as I hate leaving this Devil's Oar egg on the field, we might have to.
My shield for Argus.
We just hope that they don't have the Terror Scale, but they always do.
Your weakness.
They always do. At least that didn't like remove any of our boards, so we can potentially end a Fungal Mancer this turn, which I think I like.
Mushroom power!
Into the breach. Into the breach.
I'm actually going to kill the egg now, mostly because we have the Hellfire. So removing these shouldn't be too tough. Too tough. Ooh.
Into the breach.
Mushroom punch!
Hmm. High main face.
Why do you call? Your weakness.
Ugh. One spellbreaker is just not enough. I think against this deck in general.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Yeah, this chain gang really goofed us up.
So many possibilities.
Damn it. They did what we were trying to do better than how we could do it. Alright. Let's try and get another. Okay. We're here up against the Quest Paladin. Tasty game.
Mind if I roll need?
I do mind.
Truth is found in
Follow the rules.
Interesting play. Especially like not attacking in first. See if we can get a consecrate out of them. No one ever wants to break the egg.
my shield for Argus.
Come on, break me. Do it, break me. Come on, show me that cube. Cube off the top. Damn it. In some big pain. They snapped that one off pretty quick. I guess we silence this. Alright, our hooked reavers are turned on.
Magic shall not save me.
So do they have a quality consecrate or a quality pyro? Quality pyro?
Do you like to play with fire?
With the pyro off the top.
Reporting for duty.
Let's see if this makes them freak out a bit.
Is patience.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
E. It's a big boy.
Indeed. This one. Yeah.
Haste makes waste.
I was possibly the strangest play I've ever had to make. With this deck, at least. Leroy into Ratcatcher, kill my own Leroy.
I'll cut you down to size.
Lifesteal. Anti-magic shell. No! Oh, that's like the worst one. That's lethal, my friend. Damn it. It was so close. Gosh. Damn it. Damn it, Arthas. Anti-magic shell.
Gul'dan versus Uther.
Alright. It was second game against the the quest paladin. Same person. Sad face indeed. I like this hand though. This Ratcatcher could be pretty good if they have Stonehill on 3. Like by eating our own Calicer. Oh, so this is one of the non-bows that Bane did mention, is that if we play Caliseth, our meat wagon no longer summons anything from the deck.
Proof is found in death.
Job done.
Might tap next
Reporting
turn.
for duty.
Yeah. Ooh. I think we'll tap. Let's get a Reveler out there. It's the 3/3 stats is really interesting because it means it can't be consecrated, but it's also kind of a low value target for a true silver champion. Okay. I think I'm actually going to go for the Pterodax here. There's a lot of combinations of there's a lot of combinations of adapts we can get that make it quite hard to deal with. Divine Shield being the most important one because it stops a quality pyro. So if they did have a quality pyro here, it's going to cost them the pyro, the equality, and the last charge of their true silver champion.
Like to play with fire?
So they're going to take 10 for the pleasure here. And I think we'll gobble up something with our Ratcatcher to kill this. So maybe a... Let's go Librarian. We'll just eat the front of the mantle.
This one.
So this way, if they do have like Consecrate or the other equality and something, we're not extending too much into it. And we definitely don't want to leave them with a Pyro on board. That's a recipe for disaster. Once again, kind of want to avoid playing this Meat Wagon as it's a bit of a brick at the moment. As everything in our deck has at least one power. This is good. We've got Spellbreaker in case of a big taunt. We've got the Leroy to push through some extra damage.
Pain speak to me.
Mind if I roll need?
Sweet. We got them. We gotta win.
Time's up. Let's do this.
Nice. We beat Quest Paladin. Yes. Strong list. So we'll take a look at the list again. I think in a lot of the games that we played, we were kind of seeing some a little bit of awkwardness. I think this deck might be one that requires, more games to play. It requires you to play more games to really get a thorough understanding of it, because it is functioning on a really different angle. So props to Bane for doing really well with this deck and for taking the time to learn it and to presumably perfect it, because there are a lot of like interesting little one-offs in here. We never drew a cube. I think cube is one of the more powerful cards in the deck, like we were saying, kind of functions as both an egg and both a way to eat our eggs. David Hasselhoff rating with a party of 4. What's good, Dave? How are we doing out here? We're just finishing off a video for YouTube here where we're looking at Bane1991's Egg Lock. It's a pretty interesting list. So yeah, I'd love to play some more games with this and figure everything out. Figure out like exactly the place for the tech cards, particularly figuring out where we want to play our Sanguine Reavers and what we want to be eating, what we want to be what situations we want to try to avoid. But yeah, if you are watching this video on YouTube, links are all down in the description, including a link to the Hearthstone article, where you can check the deck out, check what Bane has to say. All my social links will be down there as well. And until next time, I hope you have a great day, and I want you all to stay wavy. Bye.